In the last shop-proven video, we talked about starting all the bolts before tightening any of them. That gives the parts a chance to move around and find their proper position before you lock anything down. But once all those fasteners are started, there's another question. Which one should you tighten first? As a general shop rule, start toward the inside or center of the assembly and work your way outward. The exact pattern will depend on what you're assembling, but the goal is the same. You want to spread the clamp load across the assembly as evenly as possible instead of concentrating all that force in one place. This becomes especially important when there's something pliable between the parts. That could be a gasket, rubber seal, cork, plastic, thin sheet metal, or even a layer of sealant. As the fasteners are tightened, that material is being compressed. If you completely tighten one end or one side first, you're squeezing that area while the rest of the assembly is still loose. Then, as you continue tightening, any movement, distortion, or excess material has fewer places to go. You can end up with uneven gasket compression, a distorted cover, or an assembly that doesn't sit as evenly as it could have. This is one of those shop practices that shows up in a lot of different places. Cylinder heads are where I first learned the principle. A cylinder head has to clamp evenly against the engine block and head gasket. You don't just start at one end and tighten every bolt in a row. There's a specific tightening sequence, usually working from the center outward, and the bolts are commonly tightened in multiple stages. Manifolds use the same basic idea. You've got a relatively long part being pulled against another surface with a gasket between them. You want to bring that assembly together progressively rather than completely clamping one end while the other end is still loose. Oil pans, valve covers, and timing covers are other good examples. Some of these parts aren't nearly as rigid as a cylinder head. An oil pan flange or thin cover can actually distort if the fasteners are tightened unevenly or over-tightened. Add a gasket or sealant between the surfaces, and an even tightening pattern becomes even more important. But working from the inside out doesn't always mean tightening the fastener directly beside the last one. Think about installing a wheel. We normally tighten the lug nuts in a cross or star pattern. We move back and forth across the wheel instead of tightening each lug nut in a circle. We're still following the same basic principle. We're progressively seating the wheel and distributing the clamp load instead of pulling one side tight first. The same thinking applies outside automotive work. Suppose you're assembling a shelf or cabinet with a thin hardboard back. That thin panel does more than cover the back. Once it's attached, it helps keep the entire assembly square and keeps it from racking sideways. Before fastening that panel, you want the shelf assembly square. Then you can begin securing the back while spreading those attachment points across the assembly. If you start at one corner and blindly work your way around, you can lock a little twist or misalignment into the finished shelf. The fasteners aren't bolts, and we're not applying torque, but the principle is still there. We're progressively securing the assembly without trapping an error in it. There's another part to this. You don't necessarily want to take the first fastener all the way to final torque while everything else is barely started. On assemblies where clamp load really matters, tightening in stages is usually the better approach. Make a first pass to bring everything together, then make another pass with more load. Finally, make your finishing pass. Each time, follow the appropriate pattern. That allows the load to spread progressively across the assembly. But there's one rule that comes before everything I've said here. If the manufacturer gives you a tightening sequence and torque specification, follow it. A cylinder head, manifold, transmission pan, or other engineered assembly may have a very specific sequence. There may be multiple torque stages, angle tightening, different specifications for different fasteners, or a sequence that isn't obvious just by looking at the part. The manufacturer's procedure takes priority over any general shop rule. But most of the things we assemble don't come with that information. You might be building a bracket, attaching a cover, installing a gasket, assembling a machine, or putting together something you designed yourself. When there's no specified procedure, think about what you're trying to accomplish. Start all the fasteners before tightening them so the parts can find their proper position. Then tighten progressively in a pattern that spreads the clamp load across the assembly. On a rectangular assembly, that will often mean starting near the center and working outward. On a circular pattern, it may mean working back and forth across the center. The pattern may change, but the reason doesn't. You're trying to bring the entire assembly together evenly instead of forcing one small area together at a time. Start everything first. Get everything aligned. Then spread the clamp load as you tighten. That's a shop-proven rule that applies to a lot more than just bolts. This video is part of our Shop Proven series, where we look at workshop methods that actually work. Thanks for watching. There's more to come.